Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hit that like button if you can hear me. Give me a minute, y'all. What y'all doing today? I'm coming. Let me get out my notifications. I forgot to do that. Woo, honey, it's been a busy past couple of days. We gonna talk about it all. We gonna talk about it all, honey. You know we got to get our laughs on. I ain't been on here in a minute. I appreciate everybody that's been asking, you gonna go live? You gonna go live? I'm like, Lord have mercy. It was, honey, they be clogging up the airways. And that was being done, and Dana ain't hardly been live. So I was like, everyone else was live. We gonna talk about a few things. Give me a minute. Everybody doing good though? Everybody doing good. We gonna talk about some shit. I'm coming, y'all. Okay. All right, I'm coming, people. I'm coming. That damn system take all day to move. All right, so y'all can hear me, right? Let me know before I start saying hello. Y'all can hear me? Say yes or something. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Mocha. Let me start saying hello, you guys. What's up, Flawless? Hey, baby. Hey, Belle. Jennifer. Mocha. Nettie. Indigo. Valencia. True Strong. What it do? Granny. Mocha. I said Mocha. That's it, Valencia. Hey, baby. I am Queen Newton. Cherise. Black Girl Beauty. Where I'm looking. I don't want to miss nobody. Hey, Karen. One Johnson, one part of the KKK. Let me see. Hey, Tate. Kayla. Killer. What it do, boss? Just be. Karen J. Oh, there were 2/3 of the goddamn KKK in the building. And yes, and as everybody else come in, please greet them. Honey, it's been some shit. Let me get my damn notes down. Where should we begin? Where should we begin? So I'm gonna just touch a little bit on the R. Kelly stuff, but I was gonna wait till the 30th. to after the 30th, so we can see what else comes in. Also, I need to extend our under construction child, because I'm gonna tell you, I've been busy, and I got very little done with regards to our channel. So, but I'm still working on it. So, but anyway, I hope everybody's been good, honey. When I tell you, it's so much stuff I want to talk about. I got to talk about us YouTubers. And when I speak, I want you to know that I'm not excluding myself out of the mix. I'm always including myself, whatever, because I feel like we operate as a whole. Sometimes, and we represent as a whole, um, almost all of the times, right? Because you know, when somebody is not familiar of how we are classified or broken up, or how people get down here, they often see the people that comes out as the representative for us all, right? And that's not just, that's not the case. Because I know a lot of us don't want certain people representing us at no time. So let's see, where am I gonna tackle first, child? Let's let's talk about some of the battle of the beefs down here on YouTube. It's like so we don't expect the beef the stop or the quell between Dana and Randa no time soon. I mean, hey, you just might as well buckle up and just get in the passenger side, because it's gonna be a long ride. And honey, when I tell you, she be she be using her, like going bowling, and and hitting them strikes. I mean, she be hitting two of them at one time, and I don't understand. And it seems like they should be able to knock out one person that's doing all that damage. I mean, she done went and got an extra life. Like if you ever play Miss Pac-Man, and you fuck around, get so many points, whatever, they give you extra life, another man. She be getting another man and be knocking their asses out. I'm like, oh Lord. I mean, she have a whole new set of new shit. I mean, stuff I ain't never seen. I be like, oh wow, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, as usual. I mean, I'm like, I'm gonna start striking Brooke for goddamn clickbait, because she be hollering about I don't drag you hoes up. It's like, no, you ain't. You ain't done shit. You could, I mean, you might as well just make one video talking about teeth. I'm rich and you not. Hair, makeup, what else? That's about it. Just make that video, and every time you wanna hit somebody, just put in that video, because that's all you gonna say any goddamn way. I was sitting over there, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get something new. A different person should be a new hit. Am I making that up? A different person should be a new hit. It shouldn't be the same shit. Everybody, you finna hit them with, okay, you fat, your teeth, you broke, I can put on makeup, I can comb my hair. Huh? Is that for everybody? Yeah. It's like, you be like, baby, why even waste your time? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, with me, I know, you see, I'm not responding, most of the times or whatever anymore, whatever, because, it's like, at this point, why even bother? It's not even nowhere near, any kind of competitiveness or anything like that, involved, and I know I can be quite nasty and rough, so I'm like, child, and then a lot of people, it's not even worth your time or your energy, but you still got fools that still want to lie and make up because they can't go up against you, one on one matching, matching your strengths against your weaknesses and shit like that because they gonna lose. So they come up with all kind of crazy, ridiculous shit that don't even make no goddamn sense. Shit that be in their head, shit that they want to be the truth about you, which is actually the truth about themselves. It's like I heard the craziest shit talking about I don't have any hair. Like, huh? Like, oh my God. That picture where you see me in the pink and white with that when I'm showing where I started my motherfucking natural was almost it was to my bra then. That was almost 7 years ago. Like what? Like I mean all kinds of shit. And somebody was on the phone with me from the sector and I was telling my child that somebody accused me of being bald head and she asked somebody, have they seen you? Like, oh my, I'm like, well some have, but it's like, let me tell you something. With some of these hits and shit like that, with some of these beefs and all of that, you have to realize that the person that you going against is, slightly off. Is crazy than a motherfucker. Disingenuous. They're not gonna, play the game right. They're gonna make up shit. They don't mean nothing. They're irrelevant. They just don't have nothing to do but just to be stupid and tell lies and stuff like that. So you be like, why bother? It makes no sense. Nobody's gonna believe that shit anyway. So 9 out of 10 times, if I come out and tell you, I'll come out and tell you if it's true, if it's the truth. If not, you can assume it's a lie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, keep wasting my time going back and forth. A lot of times that people need because they don't have a means of creating original content or content at all. They need you to go back and forth with them and shit like that, and or you know what I'm saying, so they can have something to say. If not, if you're not playing the game, then they're not gonna have anything to say or anything to you. So you like why even bother? This is I keep changing these pictures. I don't know why, but it's like what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You need help. You need to help the kind of help that I don't I can't provide. You know what I'm saying? And and I know with a lot of the relationships and stuff like that. Like when we did when we thought we was gonna get somewhere with Debo and DJ, we thought that was gonna you know maybe at least go improve, right? And of course, the devil. And I honestly, God thought it was Debo that fucked up that peace tree. And I went right over there to get on his ass, and come to find out it was old little funky ass DJ. And that's because he's the devil, you know. And it's a lot of us call each other names, right? Okay. And I'm always under the impression that if you got about 3 to 5 people calling one person the same name, it's probably some truth in that. Or is at least something that you need to look at, for yourself to make improvements to yourself. Because somebody keeps calling you the same name, different people keep calling you the same name. After they've gotten to know you a little bit, that's probably an accurate depiction of yourself. And always because to me, you always want to be a better version of you and nobody else. You might need to look into that. So I'll never be the person to say, I don't care what nobody says, think about me, this, that, and that. I wasn't raised like that. My parents told me that a don't care person is a dangerous person. So I care. My reputation and credibility, integrity, and all that shit, it matters. Okay? Because a lot of us, depending on what type of work you do, you work on your reputation and you retain work based on your reputation, things of that nature. And to me, unless something is really wrong with you and you just a fucked up individual, you always want to be a good person and the better version of yourself. You have a lot of people that's around here want to aspire to be Tasha K. I don't even understand how that even works out because you don't know, what, her characteristics are. We just see, what she presents online or what have you. We don't know that lady, you know, you know, we don't know her in person and how she gets down and how she was raised and her core values and all that shit. That matters. So to me, I would always want to be just a better version of myself. That's just my take on things. That's just what it is. So when you start seeing a bunch of people calling somebody, you see about 20 people call one person a liar, probably because they are a liar. See about 15 people calling one person crazy, probably because they crazy. You see about 5 or 6 people call me mean, probably because I am. But I don't try to be, but I'm just saying, you just got to keep it above. You got to keep it straight and not lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, honey, I've been so embarrassed. You know, hello to everybody that's coming in. I've been so embarrassed over these YouTube streets. Over the past couple of days, I don't know what to do, and disappointed. I've seen some of the craziest behavior known to man. I mean, it's selfishness. It don't even make no sense. Oh! Before I get started, if y'all want to grab a pen and piece of paper, what have you, I was finally able to get somebody in that goddamn Cook County in the office, in the office to help me with this damn state case. So I told him who I was and whatever. So I had to give him full disclosure and shit. So, and this guy is gonna help me with getting some of the information with regards to the case. He told me that the next the next hearing, and it's a hearing that is classified as by agreement, and which that what that means is that both the state and the defense elect to come forth for some reason, right? So we don't know what it is yet. So, and that's supposed to be on October the 19th at 9 a.m. Also, I'm going to post it for you. I'm probably leave it at the end of this video, but online on YouTube, you can sign up for the Cook County hearings, and this particular hearing is going to be at the is Lightington or something like that. I have it. I have the link, whatever. But they show these hearings or the audio. Sometimes they show them in person or the audio on YouTube. So it's going to be courtroom 504, and it's called Lightington or something like that. But it's going to be on 10/19 at 9 a.m. and it's going to be the state, and hopefully it would air there. And if you want, I have the case number, which is 19-CR-0276101. And so that's for R. Kelly. So I don't know exactly what it's for, but both the state and the prosecution is coming forward for some reason together. So hopefully I can I'll remind myself to touch bases with this guy, and he's gonna agree to help me get the state information, because I am a lawyer from out of town, so he said he'll be able to help me. So I've been a little busy. I've been a little busy trying to get the information, but honey, when I tell you, they will not answer the goddamn phone there. Well, anyway, so okay, so I got a couple people sent me this screenshot of some idiot girl that's over there with the YTF, and I don't think, and actually, most of those people at YTF are pretty decent. Some of them do follow their, the little funky ass over there, and do, and pay attention to what the fuck he says, but a lot of them are, decent people, and like I said, their gratitude and their loyalty, it's it's very positive to me. You know, it's something that, people, should look at. I ain't saying, you should follow it to the T, but I'm just saying it's something that, I mean, it's admirable because they don't know that man from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? But they rock with him and they, listen to that, gibberish, that bullshit that don't usually make sense and contain a whole bunch of lies. But anyway, so apparently the cops came to him or whatever. I don't know. I ended up, when I got the messages, I ended up watching his live. And when I saw the live, it was Sunday, so I guess it happened Saturday or what have you. And somebody called and they said called the cops on DJ, and they said it was calling from a 202 number. And this lady talking about, I have a 202 number. I do have a 202 number that's scrolling right by. Exactly. Yeah, I have a 202 number and a 404 number and a 904 number and another 904 number. You're exactly right. Okay. So they called the cops on them, what have you. I don't know what for. But in order to call the cops on somebody, to me, you have to know where to call the cops to. Well, here's the problem. He is in Texas. I'm in Florida. There's no way in the world I can know where the hell he is to call, to pick up the phone and call 911 and tell him to go and they find him. How the fuck how you do that? I don't know where that nigga at all times and wouldn't want to know. So she is more than welcome to take that number and put in the system to see if that number called. I mean, it don't make no goddamn sense. That's stupid as hell. Just putting people names in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you stupid, bitch? I don't know how to get in touch with that motherfucker. How the hell to call to tell the cops? Can you go and get that DJ Tyson? The fuck? You sound stupid. And trust me, anything I do, it's gonna have that name on that, and it's gonna come over there with a seal, goddamn it. And when they come for you, they coming to get you. They ain't coming to to whatever he did. No, they coming to motherfucking get you. If me or that boy across the way over there send somebody at you, that's what they coming to do. They coming to get your motherfucking ass. And once again, I don't have no control over no state shit. I ain't got, I have to go get that boy over there. And I ain't gonna do that because we're gonna have to shut down. No, I ain't finna do that. Shit. But now here's the thing. If him thinking that was me, call the cops on him, that make him reach out and touch me and come this way, whatever, so I can go ahead and do us all a favor. Okay, I did it. Shit, is that gonna make you get him? Hell. It don't make no damn sense. Damn. Just don't make no sense. But some of them ain't good for putting shit together anyway. They ain't that they ain't the brightest or whatever. And let me tell you something. It's not all of us have called each other a whole bunch of names, and I have gotten so to where I'd be, hesitant to call people crazy, this and that, because it seems like I'm calling a lot of people crazy, which I'm not. This is a whole bunch of us. It's just a few of us is fucking crazy. But and I'm not an expert in or what have you. But shit, all of us can look to tell that somebody is crazy, a little off or something. We can tell if your ass is slow. This ain't shit I'm making up. I ain't the expert with it, but hell, if your ass supposed to be able to read on an adult motherfucking level, and your ass don't know the difference between when to use the word THREW and THROUGH, or THROUGH THRU. Shit. Hell. I'm just saying. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just saying. Hell. I mean, how you need to be able to use that goddamn word? You know when to use that damn word, and which goddamn in the context. But yeah, so it's just so much. I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but it's just so much that has happened. But yeah, that's crazy as hell. I'm not even worried about no stupid shit like that. Like, how in the hell, I'm gonna know where the motherfucker at? They call the goddamn the 911 for what? What I'm gonna tell them? Do I know what he got on? No. What kind of shit is that? Just stupid. Ah, child. Let me see. What else? What else? I'm gonna get to the good stuff. I'm gonna get to the good stuff. But yes, honey. But I didn't even. And you know what? And thanks for participating. When I be putting on there, what y'all want to talk about when we go live, whatever. I ain't even had a chance to compile all those goddamn responses. Y'all are straight up good to me. When I tell y'all be interacting and participating and shit like that, that what makes it goes, make it worthwhile doing, and makes it goes by, you know, faster and better because I want to talk about what y'all want to talk about because this is our channel, our setup shit. I want to talk about what y'all want to talk about. Not with, I mean, hell, if y'all don't want to talk about the goddamn Olympics, shit, what the fuck? Y'all ain't interested in that shit. I want to know what y'all want to talk about so we can talk about it. But, yeah, so thanks for that, honey. That just, helps me a whole lot. But, let me see. Before I get to the good shit, I'm gonna get to the Tasha K shit. Let me get to it. Let me think. What else? What else happened? What else happened? Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, oh man, believe it or not. Okay, the way I deliver stuff, whether it be legal or what have you, I deliver it rough, kind of raw and uncut, and I don't talk over people's head. And I try to interchange the legal definitions, the legal words, with common regular Webster dictionary words that everybody can understand. Because I waste my time as a teacher, as a person that's sitting up here trying to communicate with you guys using words that you don't know, or you using words that I don't know. I try to simplify it. Okay, but when it comes to professionalism and being professional, sometimes in a formal or informal setting, I mean, we have to do that. We have to. Because when you bring in other people, other professionals, lawyers, doctors, accountants, whatever, they don't know how, sometimes how we get down. And don't get me wrong, all of us can be professional at times. But hell, when we be on YouTube or whatever, we can exchange information, keep the same knowledge, and not have to be so professional and all button up and all that boring and all that kind of bullshit, right? You know, a lot of times your favorite teachers that have been in school have been teachers that have delivered the stuff to you. You've learned because of the way they you know present it to you. We had one of my best friends' cousin. He was teaching high school, but he had it like a lot of the stuff he taught him in raps. It was rapping. Yeah. So, but when you do have guests in or what have you, you have to maintain a level of professionalism, a little bit, right? And especially if you acting in a capacity of a host or what have you. It's common sense. But if you don't have any common sense and your ass is borderline, I hate to use this word again, crazy, you know, and it ain't gonna go, it ain't gonna it's not going to it's gonna struggle. Your that particular, interview or question answering session or whatever, it's gonna struggle if you don't have an experience. So I mean, it'll show. Everything shows around here. Everything shows. When you have people that's trying to be more than what they are, whatever, that shit show. Okay, when you have people that claim, to be, just said, for instance, you have a lot of people that do this, claim to be like registered nurses and shit like that. They aren't. You can listen to them. You can tell. Let me tell you something. A graduate of higher education can also always tell another graduate from higher education. We can almost tell you exactly where you graduated from and whatever. I'm not. It's no shade. I'm just telling you that's the truth. If you think I'm lying, anything I tell you, you can always test my words. Test them. I'm telling you, crazy people hate to be called crazy. Broke people hate to be called broke. Dumb people hate to be called dumb. Fat people hate to be called fat. I'm not lying. I ain't making that up. And so I got several messages from people talking about how they was like couldn't believe that interview that Infamous did over there with that Joel guy, the attorney Brodsky again. I was damn near, cringing and sick because I'm always on the search for knowledge, to listen to shit, whatever. That's how you continue to grow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you continue to grow. You grow because you try to, you want to get somewhere and learn, even though. And here's the thing: you may listen to myself, you may listen to Attorney Brodsky, you may listen to Empire Esquire, and we all may have the same results, but we all going to say it differently because of the writings. And depending on how your office is set up, most of your legal staff do the writings. You just look over it for a final time or whatever, and make changes or what have you. So it's going to be different, and all of us not going to know, not going to always know the same terms or whatever, because different regions use different terminology, just different things, right? Just like Miss Empire that day, she didn't really know what the Noah pros meant in that context or whatever, which means decline to prosecute or what have you. I may not know a word or what have you. I mean, it happens or what have you. But the basics, we are gonna know the basics, the very basics, most of the time. And it's kind of difficult when someone that don't know the basics, know very little about the law, if any, or whatever, try to challenge you or challenge somebody on something that they've been not only graduated but worked in. I mean, that man been in the business over 30 years. That's a long time. And he's been in the criminal division. I'm corporate. I'm not gonna even challenge that man on too much. For what? You look crazy. And because and here's another thing, right? People have a problem with impulse control, right? And when your impulse control overtake your mindset, you have a problem. And then a lot of these people, and here's another thing, a lot of these people that I be saying that's crazy, kind of off, whatever, they have a history of counseling and psychological medicine and shit like that. So I'm not making this shit up. I'm not pulling out my ass. So I'm going somewhere with this. I'm telling you. And I mean, it is what it is, shit. So when you start challenging somebody on some basic shit that they know, you don't know. Because if you knew, what the fuck you calling the man that for? If you got the answers. But, person's selfishness, because a lot of these people don't want to deal with the facts. The emotions, they put their emotions ahead of the facts, what's going on, and all of that. Like they say, okay, just take for instance, they say the government or the state don't have a case. Well, no, the case is the indictment. They do have a case. They laid it out for you. It's in the indictment. And I'll do you one better. A affiant is the person that's sworn to that case, that document, that indictment, that everything they have in there is true, that they do have it. Saying they don't have it could end up in them having fines, being disbarred, case thrown out, and shit like that. So they're not gonna put a lying ass indictment in there and not say what it and not have what it says. Not only, and when it's an indictment, that means that it went before a grand jury. So not only did they say that they had what they had, the grand jury say they can testify to some of that stuff that the state or government have. And the reason why they haven't done much in the movement or help or whatever to this man or what have you, because their head is in the sky and the cloud up their ass or whatever, and they're not dealing with the facts. The facts is that paperwork, those filings. That's the facts. In order to help that man, I've said this, I don't know for how long. You got to deal with that paperwork. It's not going anywhere. That's the case. The defense team is going to prepare as if they have everything they said they have. The prosecutor have. You ain't got to take it from me. But I guarantee you, everything I tell you, you can find it in the law library and not in your fucking head. And it's so annoying because there you are ready to listen to get, and then start acting like a fucking fifth grader. No, not a fifth grader, 5-year-old. And then to end the fucking interview over some fucking likes that you ain't even looking. Talking about you got 70 something likes. No, motherfucker, you got 240 something likes. It's 300 people in there. It was 20 something or 30 something dislikes. Add it up. Get off your fucking ass and do the fucking work. Stop acting like a fucking jerk. You don't assemble people together, promise to deliver a project, and then what the fuck is it? If it ain't about the money, if it ain't about this, whatever, who the fuck cares about some goddamn likes? You trying to get information. God. When I tell you, in real life, I would not be fucked up with. Oh, God. That was so, and then to cut the man off when he talking. And because you don't like the answer. Like, what is wrong with you? I mean, you're not going to like all the answers. You're just not going to like them. And just because then why don't you just go and find somebody that's going to give you favorable answers to whatever you're asking? Why don't you do that? And stop wasting your time and hours. Nobody asked you to do all that. I'm acting like a big ass, stupid ass baby. And whatever I say on this motherfucker, I say it to anybody's face. 100%. I prefer to do it that way anyway. But it was so embarrassing. Because those people represent us as a whole. And I don't want nothing like that represent me ever. I felt so bad for that goddamn man. I was like, oh my God, I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Like, you don't know what the fuck it is you talking about. Hell, those people ain't your motherfucking friends and shit. When you gonna bring on your goddamn friends that know everything and got so much knowledge or whatever? Let me tell you something. I surmise that there ain't any. Because when I was sick for a goddamn year and a half, my professional friends, they ain't have me on no phone or working at no motherfucking section, but they got me somewhere to work as best as I could, as far as the condition I was in. That's 100% the fucking truth. Like, you don't do that. Act like a fucking idiot. And I want you to say something so I can light your motherfucking ass up. You know I want to light your ass up anyway and send your ass to the fucking moon. But anyway, I mean, that was so ridiculous. And to talk about the argument with the conviction rate. And here's the thing, right? And I'm trying to tell you, a lie ain't nothing for a nigga to tell. Because I'm going to read you about this 2% thing, right? I'm going to read you it real quick, right? Let me see if I can share the screen thing so you can see that I have it. It was so annoying. I quote 90%. Feds have a 90% conviction rate. Reason why I quote that is because that is that is my average that I've gotten when I group, divided by a span of years, right? And it is the truth. 90%. Most of those convictions, or when it's not necessary conviction, because you're also going to have your adjudication withheld. But reason why most people plea is because the evidence is overwhelming, and there's an 8 out of 10, probably 8.5 out of 10 chance that you're going to be found convicted if you go to trial. That's why they take a plea. And let me see. Let me show y'all this. Somebody got the lie. Hey, stop acting like a stupid ass. Ugh. Let me see if y'all can see that. So that right there, I'll read a little bit of it. It says only 2% of federal criminal defendants go to trial, and most who do are found guilty. That's right there in the heading. It says trials are rare in the federal criminal justice system, and acquittals are even rarer. Nearly 80,000 people were defendants in the federal criminal cases in fiscal 2018, but just 2% of them went to trial. The overwhelming majority, 90%, pleaded guilty instead, while the remaining 8% had their cases dismissed, according to Pew Research Center analysis of data collected by the federal judiciary. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, and here's the thing. You can't expect to find everything to be favorable to R. Kelly because he's not in a favorable situation. Who don't understand that? And just because I said or somebody tells you the truth, that don't mean that they're not for R. Kelly or whatever. It's just telling you the fucking truth. Would you prefer for somebody to go along and say, oh no, that's not, oh no, everything's going to be all right. He's going to, be found. We sure that he's gonna be found not guilty. Oh, we're sure that the feds don't have a case. Oh, new. And then as soon as that shit comes out to be the opposite of what I assured you that the good times was gonna roll, you're gonna be looking at me like, oh, she's a liar. Like, I mean, a lot of you motherfuckers are not strong enough mentally or physically to handle this situation, to be supporters or whatever, or even anti R. Kelly, because it's fucking with your goddamn mind and your soul. When you state the facts with regards to this case and the legal system, they'll tell you that you aren't for R. Kelly. And I tell you that I'm not for or against nobody in here. I'm just talking about the legal procedure, and it's not going to change. Even if it was my child, it's going to be what it is. I'm not going to make up shit and make it sweet or whatever just because you got emotional problems. Shit, get out the motherfucking game. Take a nap. God damn. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, are you serious? I couldn't even believe that shit was even happening. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Not at all. Not at all. It's like, this is not gonna. I mean, if you in your heart of heart thought it was gonna be, this was so easy and it's gonna be all right and blah 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 blah. Then why the fuck is all y'all crying and acting like a goddamn fool, and you're acting like you're suffering from some goddamn emotional goddamn problem? You have to face the facts. That's the only way you can help some goddamn body. This ain't, you can't walk around and playing skip to my motherfucking Lou and shit and singing nursery rhymes and shit like that like you're in La La Land. This is happening. This is going down. And you need to get out there and get some goddamn help for the man. What the fuck is going on? And then they get mad because Will or whoever be criticizing whatever their efforts or what have you. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they got a point where, where is he or whatever, but he ain't doing no damage. He's not doing no harm. He's not saying stupid shit. He's not acting like a goddamn fool on the YouTube. He's not doing that. He's not doing that kind of damage to the movement. Like, give me a fucking break. Shit. I mean, if you can't accept, the legal process and what's being said and what's in there, whatever, then just stick to reaching out to all the people in Africa and Zimbabwe and Czechoslovakia and Australia and shit like that. Don't get me all tuned up and shit like that. I'm thinking I'm gonna listen to some shit, because you always want to listen to somebody that has a deeper understanding of what's going on and this, that, and the third. I mean, she had got to the point of was insulting that man's goddamn win-loss ratio against the goddamn feds. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh, child, honey. Mm-mm. And I'd be over it when on one hand you be praying to the Lord, this and the other, but also on the same hand you praying for the demise and destruction of others. You're evil. Who does that? That don't make no goddamn sense. I mean, we be needing extra people around here with different perspectives and stuff like that to stay around or whatever. So you need to be thinking about maintaining some type of professionalism or whatever, or at least some common sense, or act like you got some. Can you act like you got some for 2 hours? God. And I'm not not trying to sound like I'm trying to tell nobody what to do. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just embarrassing. All that ghetto shit and all that. That just takes me out. I don't even want to be bothered with all that. I just rather shit. I'd rather stalk Chris Brown. That's what I'd rather do. Let me stalk his ass. See what he doing. 'Cause I don't have time for that. But it's like it's really crazy. It's really, really, really crazy. It's really crazy. And you got people that deliver this shit different ways and break it down different ways and that type of shit and whatever. And then you got motherfuckers that can't break down a goddamn a 3-syllable goddamn word and want to goddamn go back and forth with your motherfucking ass. Shit, man, please. He better than me. I would have cussed her ass out. And hung up my goddamn line. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But anyway, it's just a lot. You know, when you get precious resources like that on the free like that, or how much ever it is, you need to take advantage of it and appreciate it. And not act a fucking fool over some fucking thumbs up. Ugh. Stupid ass. I just don't do it. Cause I know the answers. Everybody else can find the answers. Go take your ass to the law library. You ain't doing us no goddamn favor. Hell. That shit's embarrassing. That's embarrassing as hell. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. So let's get to baby the goddamn shit from yesterday. That Tasha K shit. Woo child. Baby. Of course I'm always getting somebody got to send me something or whatever, but while people was over there at the Tasha K, I was over there listening to what is the guy named Injustice something? What is it? Injustice? The tall black man. What was his name? Because he was very funny, and I plan to visit again. Let me see what it was. Let me see. Do y'all know what it was? Injustice. Injustice somebody. It was a whole bunch of people over there. Injustice investigation. Right. Oh my gosh. When I got over there, that man was so um direct and just was that's why I put in the chat. I said, y'all better call me the sweetest YouTuber on this goddamn YouTube. That man was insulting their ass as like boom bam. Like I was like, oh shit. I'm like, he was him and that guy, I guess that's his nephew or what have you. I mean, he was telling they got stupid questions. He was like, you know, and I was like, I was feeling bad for him, for the people in the chat. I was like, oh my gosh, he was, when I tell you, he was putting a boom boom on their ass. I was like, this is crazy as hell. But I was over there listening to that. And then they was over there listening to Tasha K. So Tasha K just did her podcast. And of course, Dirty Danger DJ shows the fuck up. Honey, when that lady, and see, I'm not a phony and fake person either. You can hear it in my voice. I'm like, oh boy. You know what I'm saying? And that lady, apparently, you know what I'm saying? You know how DJ be, you know how he do when he be trying to, he swear people, everybody. I feel like he swear everybody be looking for him or whatever. Lies. Not the truth. You know, that's not the truth. I already figured that out. But I already got the skinny in the inside and that. You know, a lot of that shit be going by. Nobody, there's not all these people looking to have a conversation with DJ Tyson. We're not looking all over just to talk to DJ Tyson. That's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? He be putting the word out or reaching the people through their inbox and shit like that. You know, his reach out and touch them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know why he gets so goddamn well, because he wants to make, act like he's so important and relevant and all, all that bullshit, which clearly he's not. Because if you were, you wouldn't have to do all that. But anyway, but how else you expect to get interviews and stuff like that with people? You have to reach out to them. They don't know your ass, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you didn't have the lasting effect and the residuals of crack going on in your fucking head, you would know that it's okay to reach out to people and they reach back. Anyway, so um, so he gets up there, and honey, as usual, it's going left. Cause see, when you try to act like you smart and you're really not, it comes out. See, I'm not smart, but I'm not dumb. I'm not smart, but I'm not dumb. That's different than saying you smart. So he goes on there. Y'all saw it. He engaged into this back and forth with her after she done rolled her eyes at the mention of his name or seeing him or what have you. She had like she lost some motherfucking lunch. Like she wanted to throw up a little bit in her motherfucking mouth. So he goes in talking about, asking her why, he didn't give Angelo the business like she gave R. Kelly and all that old stupid shit. And then he went in to tell her that Angelo threatened his family and Larry did all this and whatever. You know this. No, he's never done nothing to nobody. Which everybody got a whole bunch of goddamn evidence where he's done shit to them, including me. So, but anyway, I mean, he does some mouth wise or whatever, tell lies. So, um, he, of course, embarrassed. And like I say, when you go out there like that, those people don't know that there's other people that don't act like him, look like him, and smell like him that's on this sector. He's going out representing everybody. And I'm sorry. I don't want him for my representative. And I can call 5 men and 5 women right now and just give his characteristics. And they'll tell you, hell no, they wouldn't be called dead with him. He wouldn't have to, no. They'd be like, what? I'm telling you, and they would ask me how I know him to see if I'm all right. I'm just saying, that's just how it is. Damn well. And I'm still friends with all my gangbanger friends, friends from the hood, whatever. But none of them would hang with that motherfucker. Not at all. But that's trash. But anyway, so he goes back and forth with her, whatever, and talks about Larry and all this, that, and the third, whatever. And as when he gets off, she says how he was going hard for R. Kelly. I'm paraphrasing. He had like that he was sucking his dick. Honey, thing took me by surprise. Baby, I almost rolled off this bed. I was like, oh my God, did she say that? Woo, honey. So today, I guess that got his little funky ass in him. Baby, I mean, he got so mad, he almost took a bath, child. He got so mad, he almost took a fucking bath. Baby, when I tell you, when he went live, he wasn't with it. Because that was embarrassing. She has a national YouTube platform. And that's embarrassing. That shit was embarrassing. Honey, I was like, did she say that? Did I hear it again? I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was funny as hell too. So that's what his ass get. Because he ain't nothing but a little thirsty hoe. So he was doing his I guess his hit towards on the live today that they did, some hours earlier. Honey, he was playing all these recordings and stuff like that. And let me tell you this. So I don't know what is this fourth quarter shit, but I don't know if anybody knows this, but the jury should be picked or whatever within 3 to 4, about 2 to 3 weeks before a trial starts. And if it's going to be a sequestered, anonymous jury, whatever, they most likely already where they supposed to be. So all of these hits on the parents and the people and the victim witnesses and shit like that you're probably too late. You're probably too late. You're probably wasting your time to blame it on Angelo, this, that, and the third. 9 out of 10 times, from what we've seen, Angelo is not going to take the stand. I mean, I don't know, but if he is going to take the stand, I believe, from due to the emotional limits that we have, read and what have you, there is a lot of um, preclusions that the prosecution is asking not to go into with regards to the parents. So, and it's a good chance it may be granted. So this is just a waste of time. Harassing those people is just a waste of time at this point. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, so they everybody's on this agenda to fuck with the people in the case, the parents, blame it on the parents, blame it on this, blame it that, or whatever. And that's fine, whatever. It's just your time, but whatever. So he's playing all these videos, and of course his favorite person to get is Angelo and this, that, and the third, and what have you, right? So Lily was in the goddamn chat. And I don't know if Lily said, I didn't know she run this thing. She says, this is my first time even knowing that she even said this, but like she has information that a free R. Kelly, and whatever, some kind of way, this information, I don't know what kind of information it is, but you've heard Don say, you heard several people say it. Somehow that information could never make it to a lawyer, and R. Kelly got a team of them. You know what I'm saying? Or into the courts or anything like that can be included in exculpatory evidence, right? Well, let me take a drink. So she apparently said that she got information that'll help her brother, but I guess she can't give it to the lawyer, this, that, and third. And DJ snapped, which I kind of agreed with him. Not the snapping part, but he said he don't want to hear that shit. He said he's tired of hearing about you got evidence and information that can help R. Kelly and whatever. He don't understand. I'm paraphrasing. Why the hell y'all ain't tendered it to the goddamn lawyers at this point? Giving it to the damn lawyers. He said he don't want to hear that shit. And he said at this point, he's looking at everybody that has been around R. Kelly for a amount of time, no matter who they are, as suspects. I couldn't really disagree with him. It's not often where he makes sense. But he was making sense then. He even, she kept, and they have this thing with my brother and all, and listen, a lot of that's that con artist ass shit. You ever notice a lot of these people don't come over here talking to me? People don't come over here talking to me because you can tell right off. And you don't even have to see me ever in your life. And you know that I'm not even with that bullshit. I can hear to see that. I can see through that shit, honey, before. Listen, okay. I was raised to spot bullshit. I was trained by somebody, by a dude they call the human lie detector. I could pick it up just like that. Con artists. That's what we mainly dealt with in white collar crime. Con artists. Because I trust nobody, I trust me. So, I mean, but anyway, he went on, she was typing whatever. He was saying, don't type in the chat, this, that, and the third. and he timed her out. He timed out Lily. You know, they be talking about their birthday twins and all that bullshit. He timed her out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He was on one. He wasn't in it. And then he got that lady, Denitra Pearsall. I don't know what she did. He was just not having it. He wasn't having it today, baby. Whenever I be want to hear that motherfucking con artist say it's bullshit, go somewhere with that shit. See, people don't come talk to me. But they don't know. I'm the queen of letting you think that I believe what the fuck you say, and all the while I don't believe shit. Unless you got evidence, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't believe you. You know, so, and a lot of times I go ahead and tell people I don't believe them so they'll stop. Because I get offended when you try to make me try to believe that bullshit. I get offended when you think that I'm going to believe that bullshit. And I'll be like, okay, now I think you're trying me. That's an insult. And it should be an insult to anybody else. Because they think that you that slow and you that stupid that you're going to buy and believe that bullshit. Believe that shit. I'm the type of person, if you tell me it's raining, I'm going out there to look. And I don't believe your ass. Especially if you got a track record, a line. And stuff that don't make no sense. Well, honey, he wasn't having it. And he timed her ass out. I was like, oh no. Now for the record, I like Lily. I don't know that lady. She ain't never done nothing to me. You know? She seemed like a mild-mannered person. But I'm telling y'all, don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody around here. I'm telling you. Make them provide you with some motherfucking evidence. And if not, tell them you're going to see it when you're going to believe it when you see it. And I'm telling you, you will be in a bind. I've seen it happen. You know, I don't know what to tell you, child. This is some bullshit we got ourselves into. I don't know how this happened. But this is some bullshit we got ourselves into. But yeah, he was snapping today. He was snapping. But see, when you have the residuals of that crack in your system, it will make you think that you can sit up there and have a back and forth conversation with Tasha K, right? It makes you think you the shit. And you're really not. You know, that lingering crack in you. That lingering crack make you think that. Think that he was going to get up there and take her to task. And she was real patient and shit like that. Because, you know, I've been up there and get your ass off him. But, yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But, and they be thinking that. And it's a lot of that goes on around here. These people that think that they don't have, all they have is that street bullshit and the gift of gas. And they think somehow in a way that's going to work on everybody. It's not. So, I don't know. I don't know how we do, how we going to get him with that, but whatever. So, but I think it's still, I'm pretty sure he left his live up. Go back and watch it. It was from earlier today. He started talking real salty to her ass, and I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow. But so after the 30th, right? Because I don't want to keep going back and looking and seeing if they have any other, you know, what the defense opposition is going to be to some more, you know, portions of the motion of limits that was already submitted by the prosecution. It was so crazy that the defense asked for the extension of the motion to file a motion to limit it, but the prosecution put it in, put theirs in too. I don't know about that. And also, I'm gonna go through certain parts of it because I was over on Atlas, and he was reading where these people, all these people were going to testify. So they have, so they have testimonial evidence now. So all these people are going to testify, and it seems to just keep getting worse. And a lot of people are asking the question, why did the government not put this stuff out 2 years ago, whatever? Well, here's the thing, right? With these uncharged acts that they're using in the RICO, they're using that. I mean, they could have superseded an indictment, or they could have put in an original indictment and let it go or what have you. But they're filling out the RICO and whatever, and asking that stupid question would make it worse for R. Kelly. You see what I'm saying? It's like if they would have charged him with all of these acts, it could have made it worse for R. Kelly, right? Potential to have it worse, make it worse. But they're using that, like I said, to as a pattern of behavior, as to fill out the predicate acts, the timing that you needed to in order for a RICO to be present, to fill out some of the elements, what's needed for a RICO, for a prosecution to successfully prosecute a RICO case. But here's the thing, right? Some of those uncharged acts, I don't know where they happen at or whatever. They can actually use those and actually charge him with those things somewhere else as another, maybe in Illinois. Some of those things happen in Illinois. They could supersede that indictment with some of this stuff that showed up as uncharged acts, right? This stuff can show up in the Illinois indictment based on the jurisdiction where the stuff occurred. I'm just telling you. Yeah. So I was also told that one of the Jane Does is going to show up in or at least one is showing up in the New York indictment as well as the Illinois indictment. So you can use the same evidence in another case, and you can charge in another jurisdiction if the crimes are different. Yeah. So this can get quite complicated. And again, I know Brooks likes to think that you can supersede one indictment from one state to the other, but that's not the truth. You only can supersede the indictment. A superseding indictment replaces the indictment of that same jurisdiction under the same case number. So yeah. So it can't. I'm just telling you, some things. Always I like to push it forward so we can be prepared, right? And we can know how to look at it. But yeah, that can happen. I said that I was going to be leaning towards the defense now more because of it's closer to the trial, right? So one thing I'm gonna talk to the next time we assemble is a defense that offense could actually say as far as reasonable doubt, right? I would look for the defense to show instances where R. Kelly had filmed sexual encounters with adults, right? Provide evidence of that as well. I would do that to just to rise level, rise to play into the reasonable doubt as well as to confuse the jury, right? Like I said, you're gonna put a whole bunch of defenses in a goddamn bag, throw it at the jury, and hope what I'm saying. Some of it hit them, and it sticks with them, and it's gonna show where doing that is also going to show where, okay, he filmed consenting adults, and consenting just by the very nature that one, their mindset was, clear. They were able to give consent, and that means that they were voided of any alcohol and drugs. So I would, if I was the defense, I would definitely introduce evidence showing that. Let me see what else. That is, and when you introduce evidence such as consenting adults, that also shows a pattern of behavior and um, a pattern of being responsible to engage into sexual encounters with people that's 18 and older. So at that point, what I'm doing is I am rivaling the notion that all I do is film underage sex and that's my pattern of behavior only. No, I'm introducing another pattern of behavior, and hopefully the one that I introduce would, what I'm saying, would overshadow the one that the prosecution is trying to um pin on them, right? But we're gonna get into that. I'm just giving you a glimpse on, how I'm thinking this out. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving you an idea of how I'm thinking about that. Um, Also, I would try to definitely get in some kind of evidence or something about the mental state of the accuser. Although I think this in there, I think for us Jane Doe number 5, they don't want the prosecution want questions along that line to be precluded. I would say that they should have some records for all of those people, all of those accusers, with regards to their mental state, and make it fair game, because that is going to play into reasonable doubt. So I don't know, but let me say hey to some more of you people. I'm gonna drop the link just in case y'all got something to say, and see if I can catch some of these questions and some of these conversations that you guys were having, because y'all are good at that. Let's see. Who else came up in here? Hey, Cotton Candy, LaKendra, unapologetically me. Like I said, Indigo. What up, Peter? I got Mocha. Got my nose stopping up. Yada yada. We like to party. Nettie Boo. Larry's Mignon. T.Y. I did say Killer was in the building. True Strong. I got Missy. Who else up in here? They say flawed stilettos for me. Karen Johnson. Two. Purple Purple. All the Karen. But yeah, so I want to talk about some of that stuff because, hey, Miss Movie, yeah, Joanne Reynolds, because we need to, start strategizing, because most of you guys are anti R. Kelly, right? So you need to know what options are out there that, they can use to get an acquittal, right? You always need to you know that. You need to know what's your opponent's options. What's the best options of beating your ass. Let me see what else I have. Yeah, so I just think that it does us. I mean, when I tell you, like, and then the thing about it is, everybody like to cut up on the shit that I be interested in. I be wanting to hear these other attorneys give their ideas or whatever about the case or how they feel or how they would do things and shit like that. And I be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you going to make you a hot dog and you ain't got no goddamn bun and you ain't got no bread to even wrap the bread around it. Shit, like shit, you know. Ah, that's what I mean. What's up, Take? I mean, Missy, but I'm like, damn, don't be that selfish. I want to hear this shit. You ain't tell. Let me see. He mad at you, Miss Angie. He just did a live and oh y'all haters, nigga, baby. Let me tell you something, DJ, baby. I could never hate on a motherfucker like you. I wouldn't trade my life for yours, not one goddamn day. Not nobody I know. Nobody I know wants to be like you. Hating on what? Your dumb ass done called me dumb. I challenge your motherfucking ass to any test. I challenge you to a credit score. I challenge you to a motherfucking somewhere to sleep. I challenge you to washing your ass. I challenge you to getting men. I bet you I can get more men than you can. Oh shit. What are we hating on? That car gonna be on the side of the road in a couple years. The fuck is we hating on? Nobody hating on you. Nobody. Because here's the thing, right? Whatever you're experiencing, whether you think it's success, it's always gonna be temporary. Because you're a motherfucker that gets in your own way. Right, hating on you. I'm about to give a shit about this. You do. And you crazy as hell. And you a sorry motherfucker. Telling you. Motherfucker, you are where you doing what you doing or you where you are on because of others. It's nothing you've done. Nothing. You've been given every goddamn thing you've got. Or you've been given the shit to get it. You stop me calling somebody some motherfucking haters. Anybody that sit up there and cry out over a goddamn man that you barely even know. You damn right you get more dick than I do. Dick in the booty ass niggas. Hating. Hating on what? I hate that you so fucked up and useless. Your crazy ass. You the one got embarrassed. Keep getting embarrassed. If I didn't tell you to click the motherfucking link, your thirsty ass. And nobody even know what a goddamn dog is. Hey Nicole XO, where can I catch that call in the bed bug there? I know we have the pure entertainment. Um, he did it on the on Tasha K's a podcast. Anybody got that link that Nicole XO has, talking about haters? Hating on what? And then your dumb ass can't even spell the word intimidate. You spelled intimidate. And you say it intimidate. What the fuck is intimidate? Do you know your grandchildren are smarter than you? You probably don't even know your grandkids, but do you know they smarter than your ass? And they probably are infant. They're mad at me. If you wasn't such a nasty ass nigga, I mean, it's a shame because a lot of those people are good people. Except the ones that's dumb that be following behind your shit and talking and get mad at people just because you a trifling ass nigga. And always acting like you don't do no wrong. You a lying ass nigga. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I'm extremely blessed, nigga. Extremely. Always blessed and always protected. And I always know somebody who will fuck you up. About me, stupid ass. Always calling somebody goddamn hater. And see, that's uh um that's when you don't have nothing else. See, when you see motherfuckers when they can't match your shit or whatever, or they can't tell the truth, you notice they always call you a hater. They always talk about I look better than you, whatever. Which, basically, according to who? You? That's the only motherfucker that's according to you. Some other bullshit, some ghetto bullshit. And see, I'm so glad that I'm actually there. Motherfuckers that I wouldn't talk to in real life, deal with in real life, I'm not dealing with their ass online. I wouldn't fuck with their ass ever. And I done got mixed up in with some real fucked up ass people that I'm all but freed myself of. And I want to keep it that way. I want to ever deal with these motherfuckers again in life. I'm serious. I don't usually give nobody no chances and shit. I don't do that. One and done. And if a relationship was worth it being salvaged or you're a decent person or good person, I'm the motherfucker that will try to work on that shit. But if you all, I'll be looking at you say, And I would think that you would do the same with me. Because I don't like all that in my life. Not the ghetto. No. And I'm talking about the mind state. Not the evil people. The mind state. And the motherfucking evil doers. Fuck loyalty. I like good people. Decent people. People that ain't evil. People that believe in the Lord. People that ain't weird. I don't have that shit going on my goddamn life. I don't like liars. I don't like none of that shit. I don't want to deal with none of it. People be lying on you and shit. Going after your fucking man, I'm gonna tell you, I like the people I talk to offline. I like them motherfuckers, I like them. I like the motherfuckers that come through here in this chat. I like people that I meet on the other platforms and shit like that. But I can kind of tell by the motherfucker, your main goddamn YouTuber, and you identify with the motherfuckers, and I know they fucked up. You ain't that far behind. I'm gonna be fucked up with you, and I don't have to. I am the goddamn only child. I got best friends, and after that, I got regular friends and shit. associates and all kinds. Ooh, I ain't never been hard up for no goddamn man, money, or friends or kids. None of them. Are you crazy? And I suggest y'all need to start looking into your shit. Cause you don't need to be friends with the devil, even if it's online. Uh-uh. No, stop that. I can't do it. I just looked up to my hit my cash up looking ass. Phoenix Rising just came in here. I didn't see her. Let me see. Yes, I have a chance. You have one chance with me if you get that. I have a real discernment. But right. That's right. That's right, Phoenix. Instead of I done changed it from judgment, I use discernment. How about that? That's in the Bible. I'm using discernment. Uh-uh. I'm telling you. Use your keep your same principles you use for your regular life online. Because this could be you. I could be you. I'm telling you. I got fucked with some people that I would have never fucked with. And I'm never gonna fuck with ever again. And I mean that. No. I can be cordial online, but offline I want it completely quiet. I don't want to be fucked up with you. And I'm just that fake and phony. I don't want to deal with it. I find that your ass is like you're just not decent. You are a fucked up individual. By the shit that come out your goddamn mouth and the shit that you do. And the only thing I want to do is hit you in your fucking face. That's what I be thinking about. And so why waste my time getting mad, having one leg in my motherfucking car over motherfuckers that I can't get to it within like an hour. I don't have time to be riding. I don't want to do that no goddamn more. Sick of that shit, riding all over the goddamn U.S. trying to fight and shit. I'm too over that shit. How about I eliminate that kind of shit out my goddamn life? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, use your discernment. Watch them motherfuckers. Watch them. And don't take the phone calls. Don't take. uh-uh. Say uh-uh. I ain't uh-uh. Woo! I like peace. I don't like no strange shit. None of that. I like real men. I like real men. Real, men that's rougher than me. I don't like no men that want to beat up the women and shit like that. Get into it with the women. Being women shit. And I'm not even a person that run behind gender, hide behind gender. But you got some men staying female ass shit. It's a goddamn shame when I'm the one wake up in the morning and watch and turn on the ESPN. Like, what the fuck is going on with this? They be looking at Lifetime. Man, please. Child, let me get on up off here. Because I know some other people probably want to go live. Let me get on off. I ain't talking about shit. But yeah, honey. Oh, thank you so much, Smooth B. But yeah, no, y'all make sure I shared LaKendra's goddamn live last night. Her live is crazy. That girl is crazy. Make sure y'all drop y'all links and shit like that in the chat. Be kind to one another. Do something good for somebody else. Baby, I want to thank everybody for coming on through. I'll try to come back sometime this weekend because I want to get into read some of that the fence paperwork. Hopefully somebody's been put something in by tomorrow so we can take a look at a couple of those documents. Also, I want to look at the movement in the Chicago Fed case. I want to look at the movement in that as well. So, but anyway, thanks to the host, the hostess, and all the guests that came on through. Till the next time, I will holler at y'all. Good night.